But as a tool and as an admin construct, it is the elementary thing, and every organization from a little bit to a bigger organization, everyone needs an admin. There could be some organization, like I would say, like there are some is basically some is config, like I am building software for company, I am not developer, but a company who is getting that like that product and all, he needs some admin to get that work done. So admin requirement will always be there. So you'll get to know, like, yes, this is the in and out of the organization. So you will be at the like grassroots level of an organization, you know what is going on in the organization. You will be enabling users, people, to know, like, yes, this is what needs to be done as a Salesforce practice. So this comes to the first question, like, yes, why admin? And what is admin? Admin is basically, you will work as an administrator, you will be going to give them access, like, yes, you can access the Salesforce, and what is your extent to that address. There will be some configuration things as well, like you want to add automate basic things, you will be going to help on that a little bit, like a very easy little bit of coding as well. So that is also going to, and in this course I'll also like give you some assignment and everything, so that is going to help you POC's concept as well, POC's proof of concepts. Okay, so that is also going to help you on that. Okay, I guess any follow-up question on that? Praveen, Switi, Yuvraj, or like Sangeeta, if you want to.
No, please. Please move forward. No?
Nothing, Jay.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, Jay.
Yeah. So this is basically an admin training schedule. So like you will be getting it thoroughly. So what we are going to do is, like, in the initial stages, like what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss with us what is Salesforce, how the Salesforce architecture is working, what are the object is basically a tabular like data. This is an Excel, so it is going to be like a UI representation of things. What are tabs, what are objects, Salesforce standard tabs like fields, layouts, etc., etc. And then will be a hands-on session as well, like depending on what exactly we are covering here. Okay, then moving on to, like, let's move to day 3. So this is basically, then we'll go to the some validation rules, workflow rules, debug logs, email templates, flows, approval process, sales path, record types, and all. So these are basically the things that you will be working very close with. So this is basically a good to have things. Then scheduling, what is basically dashboard scheduling, what you're scheduling, limitations, data loader, import wizard, and all, like training. These are basically, then it comes to, like, these are basically a like coding thing and all. So I'll also be covering a little bit of thing, because there could be some scenarios where you need to read the code. So I'll help you with that as well in the training, so that you should explore what exactly is the ask of the hour. Okay, so it is up to you that you want to excel into that field or not, but it is good to have, like, yes, I know a little bit of these thing as well, so I'll giving you that as well. Then there will be some sessions as well, I'll make you like do a project as well. In that there will be some automated things that is going to work. Then we are going to work with this section as well. As a Salesforce admin, as I said previously as well, this will be your bread and butter. Okay, so this is basically, you are going to create a user. This will be your profile, permission sets, role hierarchies, network access. Like everyone has working, like you, I would give like in both of your example, you work in an organization, you have a manager, senior manager, and all. So you have some hierarchies in the organization. That is also in the Salesforce environment as well. So what type of access you have to give and all. So that is also going to give you that as well. Okay, so like network access, OWD, manual sharing, field security, and all. Then there will be hands-on training as well. Then there will be some other thing as well, like how the deployment is working, what are the instances, what is going on, and all. So I'll give you that as well as a Salesforce practice. Then, like, in this, we are also going to. So this is basically a trailhead where we are going to learn things as well. Okay, so I'll be giving you some modules, some practices modules, like how we are going to go do things, what exactly needs to be done, and all. Yes. So this is basically your Salesforce environment. Okay, this is where you are going to build on things. You will be working on that, like building opportunities, leads, and all how the data is working. This is an app launcher where you have all the apps and all. Okay, like the app you have like on your system, that is, it is a little bit different, but it is basically, this is to enable your sales process. This is your like board services, sales console, then there will be some service console as well, marketing and all. So you have all the things. These are your objects as well. So how we are going to do this is, there was also an app exchange thing here, so you can see. Okay, then there will be a setup. This is basically your like workstation. You'll be working on this section only. So you get to know like, yes, this is the object that we are going to work. What are the validation? What are the fields? Everything. So I'll be making you that as well. Your company things, how we are going to work on that. Okay. Any questions so far, guys? Guys, any question? Sweetie, Praveen,
No, Jay, no questions.
are you following it?
Yes, I've seen this trailhead. Actually, I got trained uh, in my company only for Salesforce, but a bit, not more. So,
Okay. So yes, what we are going to do is I'll be making you guys all the trailhead accounts and all, but I'll also like get you enrolled with the developer org, and we'll be doing assignments there. And I'll also be like giving you a basic of trailhead, like yes, these are the
mm-hmm.
modules, these are the things that needs to be done and all. So
Okay,
that is going to help you in the real time with the projects. Okay,
sure.
and at the end of the meeting, like end of the this project and all, so I would like try to dedicate, like if the training module has been completed early and all, so I'll try to dedicate like some hours, like 1 or 2 session in the to help you prepare for the interview, based on like every person. Like Sweetie, like you will be having an enablement as a different thing. Praveen
Mm-hmm.
wants to switch to a different aspect and all. And like I'm not sure about the Yuvraj and all, right? Even like after the session, Sangeeta wants to enter into sales, so she can. So that is not an issue for me, so I can guide everyone with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how like majorly the assignment and everything is going to work.
So the session, it will go for 20 hours, and 20 hours we will be, taking care of that. But what questions you have, Praveen? What questions you want to ask us, and what queries you have, Sweetie? See, while talking to Praveen Jay, I understand that he was asking me a query. Let me shoot it out on behalf of Praveen. Praveen,
Right.
he is having 6+ years of experience. I don't know in which domain he was having
He was in a
experience, but
BPO.
I was in
okay, he was
BPO.
in it. Okay. And Praveen, no, he's really concerned about how am I going to use this domain in Salesforce? Will am I be considered as a fresher?
Right, there are many things, like that is why I told, I added the like phrase that I'll be connecting with everyone separately, those who need me, and I'll be guiding like them, because obviously this is a very private thing for him as well, like how we are going to do and how we are going to convince the other team as well, like yes, I'll be the best fit in that organization, because as a BPO thing and a development thing, these are very two different domains, right? So that is why like because even with that friend like who was in the BPO and he started into Salesforce, so he had a little bit of like struggle when moving into Salesforce domain. But now, after some struggle and after some help from like from a friend and all, so he was like doing a very good job, and he specifically told me that if I had been in that job, my like increment would be like 23% of what I'm getting now, and here I am earning more than twice what I was earning there. So, and in the future context as well, I'm not sure, like BPOs have a very like fragile thing and all, because with the like job cuts and everything, it is going to hamper a lot. But with the Salesforce, I don't think so, like it is the thing that you have to worry about. But I can understand with the 6 years of experience, there are many things, many expenses and all, you have to go with that. So that is also like we'll be working on that as well, so that you won't be considered as a fresher in the sector.
So we won't be considered as a fresher.
Right. So for this, he has to prove like he has some like I would say like some learning, and he also has a zeal to produce what exactly needs to be done. Right.
Yes, yes. Actually, like in my organization, we have this like Salesforce. Like I was working with the sales domain, so we need to tag our sales into Salesforce CRM.
Mhm.
So just because of that, I come to know like about the Salesforce. And just recently, last year, one of my colleague has like done the training for the Salesforce, and he moved to a startup company called Startup Studio, which is based in Chennai. So
Mhm.
last year he was working with that, so he got some like trainings from there. He got a good hands-on practice with them, and like he like the company tried to deploy him with the some organization, but that
Mhm.
couldn't happen. So company like said like we wouldn't be able to deploy because the requirement of the client is too much high. So that's the reason they asked to like either search their own opportunities or leave the company. So my friend like had like opted to give an interview with this directly like with the Salesforce. So he had given an interview uh, with Salesforce, and he got selected. But like Salesforce had put him on a hold for like 15-20 days, and after that he got a confirmation that he like we are going to continue with my friend,
Employment.
yeah, employment. And he had joined in the month of December, so he got a good
Right.
hike.
So I
Now
can
he's working
like
with Salesforce in Hyderabad.
right. I got what you are trying to say. So like, but I would add on to that is like there will be multiple opportunities, but it depends like how you're going to like grab an opportunity, right? If you're not going
Right.
to like go for interview, not preparing for what we are doing, sitting idle, moving, like taking this like training session leniently, not able to understand, so you will be sitting blank in the
Yes.
organization as well as during the interview, right?
Yes.
Because if you're going to work as a fresher, it things will be an easy one, but whenever you are going to work as an like experienced person and all, so something will be expected out of you as well, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So those are the things as well, but in the future, like I would say, like when you're working with some organization, you will be learning directly with the client and all, so it is going to help you a lot. Okay, and moving on to the like Yuvraj, like it depends. What like you ask for the average package and all, right? So like it depends on the company to company as well. So I would say like I'll give you an like my example as well. Like I also like had a different trade out previously, then I have switched to Salesforce. Okay. So it depends like what exactly you are asking. If you want to learn the technology, like I had an offer in Capital IQ where I was getting like 8 as an 8 LP as a starting package and all, but the learning scope was very less, so I like chucked that job because the Salesforce was not the proper tool there and all. So I even didn't knew that much about the Salesforce back then, so I was like okay then and all. Then I start doing other things, then I move and I read about Salesforce. Yes, this is the thing that can be pursued and all. So then we moved to this, and I started with 5,000, the starting. But like the people who joined that organization at 8 LP at that time, and they are like getting less than me. And there will be many scenarios in that as well. Like because in this organization, in this trade, the more experience you have, the more income, and people are getting like with the 5 year, 6 year experience, like 35, 40 LP. If you are good in technology, I don't think so it is going to stop you anywhere. Okay, I guess this is going to be like, and there are many organizations, like I would say as an average thing in the in the like I would say like small organization like a startup or like mid-level organization, the starting package would be like 20-25,000 per month, is not an issue. But if you're going to work with like bigger organization like I would say like Infosys, TCS, Cognizant, and like HCL, VCL, so you will be getting to that like 35, 40. I don't think like it is going to be an easy thing. Like 4 LP, 5 LP is not an like problem.
Right.
Okay. And yes, and there was one another question with Praveen as well. The layoff,
Right.
Salesforce
Uh,
layoff.
I would say like Salesforce is a technology that is in the boom right now, and there is no competitor for this CRM. There are many tools for the CRM, but there is none that is like half as good as like how as the Salesforce and all. So I don't think so. Like there will be any problem with the layoff here, but it depends on the company structure as well and your working. Like if you are, as you have worked and you know what exactly is at risk. So I don't think so. You will be any lenient in that context. So I don't think so. It is going to be like that a problem.
And
Got it. Got it.
yeah, Praveen, please. Yeah, please.
Yeah, got it. What Jay had said, but I just wanted to want to add something. Like as I told you, I have a 6 years experience, and is it like my experience is going to be considered or not?
Like I would say, like your experience, if you want to get it considered, it is not going to like flow in your way.
Mhm.
Are you getting me? Because you have an experience for the BPO, right? So if it had been like remotely associated with IT sector, it could have been considered, right? So what we're going to do is like I'll tell you like go and do as a tech support, right? So it is going to like a little bit, yes. So you had been a little bit aware with the technology, then you went with the product and all. So company is going to consider as a total experience, but as a Salesforce domain, because whenever a company is going to get you hired in that, they are specifically going to ask you, yes, how much your total experience? Yes, I have 6 years experience. How much experience you have in the Salesforce? So you will be judged according to your experience in the Salesforce.
Right.
Okay, I like Praveen, like I at this point I don't want to give you any false hope so that I won't be able to like commit afterwards, right? So
Mhm.
that is why I'm telling you abruptly straight. Yes, this is the thing,
Right.
Okay, in that
right?
case,
This is
Jay, what next you are the no, what suggestion you are giving to continue in
right.
BPO itself?
No, I am saying as I gave him the like example in the sales for like your experience eventually because you have a like industry experience, right? You
Yes.
know how the industry work, what exactly the type of like architecture and everything is going to work. It is going to help you out. And I am again telling you in like next, let's take an example of next 4 years, right?
Right.
4 years in the BPO sector and 4 years in Salesforce domain in a good organization like or a middle level organization, you will be at the same level.
Mhm.
Okay. But as a Salesforce, when you're going to get an experience thing and all, it in the BPO overhead is more with experience. But in the Salesforce, when you know the tool, you are very good with the tool, the overhead is little bit less. And when you like excel into things and also there are many scopes and there are like many things, and when you will be an experienced thing, there will be less chances of the layoffs in the context as well. And the old thing, like when you are going to like I would say like 10 years 20 years down the line and all, so you will be like I don't think so like there will be any problem with this as well. In the package context you will be thinking that yes, why did I stop that BPU and I'm working in the IT sector.
Usually, I'm going to stop the BPO. I'm just moving with the Salesforce only. So
Mm-hmm.
like when I'm trying to crack the interview,
Mm-hmm.
is my like previous experience is considered or not? Like I'm not expecting that like they need to consider my previous experience as a 6 years, but am I like able to pretend like 1 year or 1.5 years?
That is what I'm saying. Like if you want to know that like straight away, I'll give you a thing. Okay, what I was thinking to tell you in discreet and all. So what you can do is you can like pile up a like fake experience for around 1 year in the Salesforce domain. Okay.
Right. Yes.
So in that, and you will be having a proper training with your hands on. So you can tell him previously I was in BPU and I am working in Salesforce domain for the last 1.5 years.
Right.
So a person who has a 1.5 years experience in Salesforce and you, obviously you will be get a way in more than him because you are in the industry for a longer time.
Right.
Yes. Right. So this will be the best thing for you to get into this, but not more than like 1.5 years of experience as a
Yes.
fake.
Yes.
Come again.
You remember, Praveen, what we were discussing even before on the call?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, the same thing. See, your total number of experience will be 6 years. Out of that, the last 1.5 years, you are also working in Salesforce domain during your free timing, and you have got some training. And the main thing is you have to be technically very good at. When you are telling this, no,
Right.
you have to be technically very, very good because they will
Yes, yes.
shoot out all the questions, technical questions.
Yes, yes. I need to prepare for this time.
Right.
Yeah, that's what Jay was also mentioning. So you are an
Sure.
experienced person. So obviously the organization, they will expect more from you.
Yes, yes.
So giving that 1.5 year experience during your free timing is not a big thing. That's true. This is a COVID time. Most of the people they are doing this.
Yes.
So
Like,
that we
Praveen,
can
like, let me be like frank. Like, you are not the first person who is moving in the trades. There are many people, right?
Yeah.
There are many people who is trying to like get into like because BPO in the starting it's very easy going out of the college, like working nights, enjoying things, and also it is very easy. Even like I would say like I also applied for a BPO. I got like 35,000 in the starting. I worked for like 10 days and then I left the job and all. So I won't say like I know what exactly is going on, but still, right. But as a future context and like I would say like as in like 10 years 15 years down the line, I don't think so like BPO is going to like be that full because you are in industry, you know more, right?
Yeah.
So like that is why I was telling you like if you're moving to a Salesforce and like no time is like a late time and all in the technology, maybe the start will be slow, but in the 4 years 5 years down the line you will be at the same level.
Sure.
yeah, taking the same thing, no, for the future growth. Even I started my career in as a BPO in Sutherland. Then I don't like that, so I shifted my career. So to for a long run, we are telling Salesforce it will never go out of the picture, and it's
Right.
a technology. Okay, so whenever you are upskilling with some technology in one or the other way, it is going to help you out. And once you are putting this 1.5 year or the 6 month or 1 year, whatever it is not a new thing that you are doing provided you should have a complete grip over the technology. A
Sure.
bit of hard work, a bit of homework is required from your end.
Yep.
There's a lot of work in the organization, many things. If you are like, I would say, I won't say like you will be like top 5%, or if you're going to be like top 25, or I would say 35% of the people who is working in the Salesforce, and you are in the top 25 technically. So you will be like earning like you won't be the time, you won't have the time to work like to a free time and all. So that much of work is there in the Salesforce.
Right.
And is that anything that I missed out, Praveen, from your end?
No, Sangeeta.
No, right. And sweetie, yeah. Now, what we wanted to discuss.
Go ahead.
Sweetie, you are on
I
mute.
think, yeah, I think most of the parts have already been discussed. I had the same doubt, like if we are on some kind of package right now that we are working on. So what happens if I include the sales for? Is my package gonna be low or is it going to stay the same in there?
No, actually, like it depends on the type of trade. Like if you will be working like in the Amazon, right? I'll give you an
Mhm.
example. Like let's go with Zomato or like Uber and all, right? So they also have the same, but they have a Salesforce tool, right? So in that context, like your experience plus the domain experience, because there are I'm just naming it two basic industries, right?
Mhm.
There are ample of industries those who are using Salesforce and they'll be needing your expertise, right? So you can
Mhm.
go and do that as well. Like for him, like I'll give you an example with a Praveen. Like Emar was my client, real estate and all. So they
Mhm.
have like service thing, like service module and all, right? So they people are taking up calls there as well and using the Salesforce as like ticketing system as well, right?
Yeah.
Sweetie, can you like just hold on. Yeah, okay. So like for him as well, so I would have recommended that you can go and opt with that, but for him as a BPO thing, it is going to be like the more tedious thing, and as an increment thing and everything, it is not going to work that much. So every lock has a different key, and the main key for Praveen is a different one, because he has like 6 years. I know it is going to be like a, he will think I am wasting 6 years and then moving into Salesforce and all. So and again, I'm not sure, this is basically a blind road and all, but that is what I'm giving him an assurance. Yes, you can go with that, right? Because it is going to work. For your experience, like you have 11 years of experience, you are obviously earning a very good thing and all, moving as a fresher and all, earning a little bit less and all. So how you're going to work? No, you have a different key to your lock, so you can use your experience, because that is going to be a remotely thing, and you can use as a Salesforce tool. Yes, I know the Salesforce tool, and I know the companies not didn't have don't have to pay you for the training, and also they are going to hire you, and you will be having a good experience in that context as well. Yes, so I guess this is what you were asking, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Because I would say, like, whenever the headhunters and everything they are looking for, they look for some keywords, right? So this is basically, I would say, like, you can add on to that as well, and when they're going to like filter out on that, you know the concept as well, and you know the concept inside out. So I don't think so like it is going to be a like a bad thing for you.
Yeah, correct. They usually do a like kind of specific word when they are searching for the resumes and all. They look for specific words
Right.
to go for.
And these are the technologies, like people think like, yes, there are many people, like I know, like I have given a lot of trainings in that as well. So they were like, they enforce their company, yes, I want a training on that tool because I want to add it into my resume, and it is going to help you in that, because obviously with you, like 11 years of experience, you have a like obviously a management type of experience and all, so you want to thrive into that as well. I don't think so like going at a, like elementary level is going to help you in that.
No, definitely not.
All right, because obviously it will be going to a downfall. Like there is another guy in the like previous session, so he is into like also insurance company for the 10.5 years and all.
Hmm.
Even the Salesforce is introduced in the organization, and he wants to learn the Salesforce because he wants to thrive into that. Because what they do is like, what I have given him as an example. So like whenever I go for a development, right,
Yeah.
I'll give an example. Like there is a company named Sweetie, right? So I am working for Sweetie. I am developing components and everything for the Sweetie company, right? And you are the company. You were in the company for the very long time. Like trade, you were in a 10.5, 11 years in the trade, right? So I know the technology. You know the business, and you also know the technology, right? So you will be working in hands with the organization, enabling me. Yes, this is the best thing, and you have to do it through that, and this is going to be a best thing. So this is where you will be helping thing, and this is where you will be like, I would say, like, this is basically adding another tip to your iceberg. Are you getting me?
Yeah. You are right. But uh,
Hmm.
will you also be helping us in resume building as such, or how it is gonna be?
Yeah, like obviously, like I am there for you. I'll be helping you out, but still, like, I can guide you through that, but the majorly, like, Sangeeta will be there for you in all that context, if I'm not
Yes. Say the same thing. We will be helping in the professional building of your resume. And as we were discussing, no, the artificial intelligence is into there, into these things. And it is not that every time the HR people they are sitting and they are looking, screening your resume. It is not that they are feeding into a machine and they will pick out no the keywords. So we will build your resume in such a word that the most apt keywords are there, so that when the HR for the HR people, it clears in the first round itself. So
Okay,
we
that
will
would be
take
great.
care of, yeah, we will take care of that. And see, Jay is there, and many other people are there with me. We will take care of your mock interviews also. So during the session itself, whatever most optimum interview questions and the best answers for that will be given to you. And it is not something like this, like a group discussion. No, it will be dedicatedly one-to-one session will be there. Okay, so how the interview
Okay.
questions, and when it comes to Salesforce, it is completely technical. What are all the technical questions they ask, and what would be the most optimum answer that is being expected, and how you are going to connect your past experience with your Salesforce.
Correct.
Everything will be, we will take a 3 mock interviews, we will go. And as I was telling to Praveen, we will upskill you. We will upskill you in Salesforce. We will make all the possibility way to bring the ball into your court. Then obviously the ball will be in your hand to achieve your goal. So we will take care of the entire thing.
Okay.
Okay. And this is what we usually tell. Either it is Salesforce or any other technology. Once you upskill yourself, definitely that skill is going to help you.
Okay.
And Jay, I have only one question on behalf of Yuvraj. Say Yuvraj, he is a fresher. Okay.
Mhm.
So he want to start his career in some technology. When looking, no, SAP,
Mhm.
Salesforce, Oracle, they are more or less same in the market. But why Salesforce?
Like Salesforce, like I won't say like SAP, Salesforce, Oracle, they are like they all are same. You can go in anything, anywhere, any like that is not an issue. Both all are technology and all. But ERP, say SAP is an ERP tool. So ERP is basically a very big domain, and also there will be many modules, HR, and also it all comprise of ERP. Salesforce is a CRM tool. So the learning, you will be learning like few things, but you are providing an analytical solution like mentally things and all, working on that and all. So that is going to be helping you in that Salesforce context. And the Oracle, I know the database and all, it is very tiring job, and it is basically like you're working with very elementary and all. But in this, it is basically a front end and back end both development. So it is going to be like right from the, like from now I would say, like with my experience, I'm working right from the requirement until end deliverable, front end as well as back end, like database and everything is working. And I would say the requirement and like the ask for the developers in the Salesforce domain is more as compared to SAP. And SAP as a tool, if you're going to take a training for SAP, it is going to cost you at least 2 lakhs rupees. Salesforce as a tool to learn is very easy. SAP, they don't have that much of tool because it is directly linked with the server and the licenses are really expensive. For Salesforce, it is not an issue with that. I guess this is sufficient, right? So as a fresher, I don't think so. Like there is any other tool that is like for Oracle, you can go with Oracle, you will get money, but it is going to be like for the top 5%, you will get a good money. Rest like for the 20 to 25 top percent, you will get an average money. But 0 to 75, it is going to be like below average as in salary context. But in the Salesforce, as I told you, like it is going to be like you can ask any money, you can go with that. If you're going to be like below like lower 25%, you will get an average package.
So, Yuvraj, is it possible for you to unmute now?
Hello.
Oh, yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah.
Uh, Actually, all of my doubts has already been cleared,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have any now.
ओके, कहाँ से
Yeah,
करी यार बीटेक आपने?
BCA, I have done BCA, not BTech.
ओके, कहाँ से?
Jaipur National University.
ओके, जयपुर नेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी.
Yeah,
यार जयपुर वालों को तो सोचना ही नहीं चाहिए टूल्स के लिए. और तो मतलब आई एम नॉट सेइंग विद दिस context only. Salesforce community is so much active in Jaipur. It is going to be the hub for India in like 2-3 years.
actually, I have done in 2017.
उसका कोई वो नहीं. 2017 ना, मैं यार मैंने भी 13 पास आउट था, मैंने भी 4-5 साल गैप लिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
Mhm.
उस चीज की वो नहीं है, बट यार व्हेन यू दे आर गोइंग टू आस्क यू क्वेश्चंस ना, तो यू शुड नो यस दिस इज द थिंग, सो दैट दे ऑब्वियसली, समझ रहे हो मेरी बात, एक बंदा और जा रहा है, वो उसके पास भी एक्सपीरियंस, उसका सेल्सफोर्स ट्रेनिंग है, और आपके पास आपका गैप हो गया और हो गया, तो आपको टेक्नोलॉजी अच्छे से आनी चाहिए, राइट? तब मजा है उसके अंदर करने में, राइट?